Welcome back. Welcome back to our second annual Basic Bitches Pumpkin Beer Challenge. This year, we step it up and we have 12 beers. Last year we did 10, this year we're doing 12. Last year's champion for me was the Sam Adams Jack-O Pumpkin, and for her it was
Rosemary's Baby.
So this year, neither of those two are gonna be entering our challenge. This year we start off with TEMBLOR, bug in my mouth. This year we start off with TEMBLOR Brewing, and actually this is a beer that we found at a random liquor store by where we live. It is 6% alcohol. We've had this one before and we thought it was one of the best, if not the best. So today we begin with TEMBLOR to get it started. Smells lovely. Smooth, easy to drink, gives you that fall feeling even though it's 89 degrees out and it feels like 109 degrees. This is a good beer.
It's delicious. I would still say the best.
Like there's no struggle drinking this. There's nothing but happiness going on in my mouth right now.
That's what she said.
We are gonna continue to drink this beer, but we need a score. Just like how it did last year. 10 pumpkins means, Jesus Christ, this is a delicious beer. 1 pumpkin, not so much. Nicole, kick it off.
I'm gonna give this a 9.
Right off the bat, she's giving 9
Yeah.
pumpkins.
This one has been my favorite over the last year.
I am gonna go right off the bat and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.5 pumpkins. That's how good this beer is. That's how TEMBLOR gets a 9.5 for it being such a delicious beer. The basic brew fall ale. You do it right. Now let's continue to drink and get drunk. All right, here we are. Beer number 2, Shipyard Smashed Pumpkin. We just had a 9 and a 9.5 out of 10 pumpkins on the pumpkin scale, and Shipyard Smashed Pumpkin didn't fare so well last year. We're giving it another chance because everybody deserves a second chance, even you, Shipyard. Cheers. It's not bad.
But it's also not great, and I don't know why exactly.
It has like a smooth, flat aroma, if that makes any sense. Like it doesn't hit you in the face. You have to really take it in to get that aroma. And
there's like a heavy maltiness to it that like, I think is what's making me not like it. It feels thick.
That's what she said. Don't you dare.
After a couple more sips, it doesn't taste as great as the first sip.
I agree.
And I think this is the problem we had with Smashed Pumpkin last year. Smashed Pumpkin, we gave you 2 chances, and you didn't do so well.
You've been cut.
We are gonna finish this beer.
In the shade, because it is so hot.
Yeah, we are officially at the height and the peak of how hot it's gonna be today.
Yeah.
And it's hot. It is hot.
It's like 86.
This is a very Southern California October. So, pumpkin scale. How many pumpkins?
My gut says 5, but I'm gonna give it a 6.
I might have to actually completely agree with the 6 on the pumpkin scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pumpkins. Let's go on to the next. All right, so the time has come for an executive decision. It has just been way too hot to film a beer review out here because, Jesus Christ, it felt like 100 degrees. It got somewhere in the 88, 89 range, and when you're trying to sit here judging how good a beer is and you just got the sun beating down on you, the cameras are falling apart, it's time to move on. So, this will be continued tomorrow back in Long Beach in the comfort of the house. And we gave it a go, but it just didn't work out. Which is too bad because this is what we were hoping to just have as a nice background the whole time. Now we're just gonna have to sit here drinking martinis until tomorrow happens. Alright, well as you can see, we are now in a different location. It was too hot yesterday to record. We did record 2 beers, Shipyard Smash Pumpkin and the TEMBLOR Pumpkin Spice. But the TEMBLOR we thought was as good as you can get. I think I gave it 9.5 pumpkins.
Yes, I give it 9.
9 pumpkins, so TEMBLOR, you're our winner so far. But now we're back in Long Beach, and we are gonna start with Harpoon Dunkin Pumpkin Ale. Full disclaimer, we've had this before, we know we like it, but now it's up against TEMBLOR, so let's give it a shot. Ladies first. Alright, together first.
Love the beer.
That's a good pumpkin beer.
Yeah.
There is no way around it, that is a good pumpkin beer. Made from the fine people at Harpoon, a Massachusetts company. Alright, it's time for a score. How many pumpkins does Harpoon Dunkin Pumpkin get?
I'm gonna give it an 8.5 because I think it's pretty delicious. Just not as
Boom, 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 boom. 8.5 pumpkins. Alright. Now the professional. That is mighty delish. Mighty delish. Is it as good as TEMBLOR? No, it's not. It's not as good as TEMBLOR. We're right there. We're so close. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pumpkins. Because Dunkin Pumpkin, this shit's good. Alright, so we're up on our 4th beer. This time, we have Kentucky Pumpkin Barrel Ale. It's a new one. We have yet to try this one ever. So, let's see what you got. Smells a lot stronger. It has a more of like a I'm gonna whoop your ass sort of smell, doesn't it? Ooh,
It's good.
Mm.
Good.
It feels a lot lighter,
It looks like it'd be cheap.
but it's 10%
Oh
alcohol.
my gosh.
All right, Kentucky. Look, we're off to a good start with some of these beers. Now comes the part where we have to score this bitch.
I think I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm a little torn about it though.
All right, well, I'm gonna navigate through my score and then you let it churn and see what you think. All right. Now, it's definitely a delicious beer. And it's strong, which I also really like. It's easy to drink, which I like even better. But it's not as good as Dunkin Pumpkin. It's not as good as TEMBLOR. It is, however, better than SHIPYARD. So I am going to give a grand score to our friends over at Kentucky Pumpkin Barrel Ale. I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pumpkins. That's a good beer.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna agree with you, 8, because this, after like we were finishing our beers off camera, it just was, I had to say again, this beer is just, it was so good. This one is easy to drink, and it won't make me feel as full like some beers can.
Look, you want to smell this and tell us what you think? Look. What do you think? Well, he doesn't agree, but you got some good scores from us. Next! I don't know if she smoked a bowl or if it's that 10% alcohol hitting her, but she has been laughing for the last 10 minutes straight. Alright, well, she's laughing now. But she's not going to be laughing after this because last year, this is what we rated as the worst of all the beers we had. Didn't even know how to pronounce it. It was either Uinta or Winta. Who knows? We're still gonna go with Winta. Alright, Winta. Just like our SHIPYARD friend Smash Pumpkin over there, you get a second chance. Make it count, because you might not get a third. Cheers. Winta. Now, I got some things to say. But I'm gonna let her speak first, because I'm a gentleman.
I don't know, it's not as horrible as I remember it being, but it also doesn't taste like a pumpkin beer. It feels more like a cream ale.
I agree with one thing here, which is it's not going to end up being the worst beer that we have. I don't know why we thought it was so bad last year, because it's really not that bad at all. In fact, it's very easy to drink. It tastes more like an Oktoberfest sort of beer. I don't think it's deserving of the awful score that we likely gave it last year. I apologize. Alright, score time!
I'm gonna give it a 5. That sounds really low compared to the others, but it's not bad. But if we're rating fall or like pumpkin beers, it doesn't feel like a pumpkin beer. So.
Winta, I am in full apology mode, Winta, and you are going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pumpkins from me. I don't know what we were thinking last year, but Winta, you're okay. You're okay in my book. We're back on the road to redemption. I say that because we have another one of last year's beers. Dogfish Pumpkin Ale.
Yeah, I heard you say dog shit.
Dog shit pumpkin ale. Alright. Dogfish, dog head, dog shit pumpkin ale. Whatever it is. Cheers. I already know what she's gonna say, like, it's not that bad. Because it's really not that bad. I don't know what happened last year. Alright, score it up. Score it up.
It tastes more pumpkin than this one.
Winta.
So I'm gonna give it a 6.
I want to see those pumpkins.
You're gonna be
6 pumpkins. I'm gonna go with 1, 2, 3, 4. A little half right here. We'll go 6.5. It's not as good as these, but it wasn't as bad as the Shipyard. I could sit here and drink a few of these, no problem, because I'm too legit to quit. So 6?
Yeah.
6.5, half decent beer. On to the next one, on to the next one. We are back with something that's going to be a little bit different than all the rest. We have the Gourd Tree Pumpkin Cider. Ooh, a cider. Now, last year the wrench was the seltzer that we had that was pumpkin flavored, and I did not like it.
And I like seltzers, but I didn't like it either.
Now, I do not like ciders either, but I like ciders better than seltzer. The Gourd Tree Pumpkin Cider, 5%. See what we got.
I don't like it.
You know? One thing I'm gonna start off right off the bat and say is I actually like the smell of
No,
this.
it smells like cloves. It smells like apple juice.
It is like apple juice. This actually.
I like it.
I like this too, and I don't like ciders. Wait a second. You can't even taste that there's any alcohol in it.
It smells so much worse than it tastes. Like, it tastes good, it smells bad.
It smells pretty good, and it tastes pretty good.
This is very mild. And, like, easy. Like, this tastes like straight up apple juice. Like,
I have not been a big cider drinker in my life, but this might be the best cider I've ever had. Wow.
Yeah.
Go figure.
And this is a Trader Joe's brand, right?
I think so. You could sneak this in front of Grandma. She would not know she was drinking alcohol. Like, oh my God, this is some great apple cider. And boom, you're taking it to the hospital on a stretcher. It's time to score.
And I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
I'm gonna give it an 8. Yeah. This is something that you can drink so
8
easy.
what?
8 apples.
No, 8 pumpkins. It's not apples.
But this tastes like apples.
I'm gonna agree with this broad right here. I'm gonna have to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pumpkins, because Jesus, this is a decent cider.
Delicious.
Wow. The Gourd Tree Pumpkin Cider is fitting somewhere in here next to these behemoths. Good job. Bravo. Bravo. Next up on the list, another repeat from last year, which I adored, she did not. Atomic Pumpkin is a special release. It was special last year. What makes it special this year? I don't know. Let's see what happens this year, because this year has been full of surprises.
I don't like it. I don't like spicy beers.
We're in this together. What I do, you do. You jump, I jump.
No more. No more. Please.
New Belgium Atomic Pumpkin. Year number 2. I feel like how I felt last year, that this is a good beer.
The first sip wasn't bad, but I am timid to do another because I can feel the heat in the back of my neck, my throat.
That's what she said. Or he said.
I'm worried it's gonna hurt my stomach. Oh, her poor little stomach.
Nipple steel. What is she thinking? What was that? Oh shit!
Oh my god. What an awful beer to choke on. My full sinus is burning on fire. Oh, it sucks.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you talk shit to the pumpkin beer gods, they will fire right back at you.
That's super sucked.
She's crying. It's okay. It's okay. Daddy still loves you. But Daddy needs a score. What's the score? I thoroughly enjoyed this beer last year. This year is no different. Does it fit the TEMBLOR 9.5 out of 10? It does not. However, we are above winter. We're above the cider. I'm gonna go a touch above Kentucky, and I'm gonna put it right in here, just before Dunkin Punkin. But on some days, I might enjoy it a little more than Dunkin Punkin. So I am gonna go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. 8.5 for the Atomic Pumpkin.
I disagree. I think it belongs here. In my opinion. It's not awful, but I know that if I were to have a full beer of this or multiple, my stomach would be so pissed. Spicy beers just like aren't jam.
So the moral of the story with the Atomic Pumpkin Ale is enjoy it. Enjoy the shit out of it. But do not burp and do not throw up because it is not pleasant.
Not at all.
Next up, it's the end of the redemption round. America's Original Pumpkin Ale. Like we stated last year, are they really the original pumpkin ale? I don't know, probably not. But Buffalo Bill, you get a chance at redemption because I think we scored you kind of mid-tier towards the low level. America's Original Pumpkin Ale, Buffalo Bill. Cheers. Smells good. It's not awful.
It just was kind of like those like, ew, why would you ever drink something like this and enjoy it? It has that kind of...
It's that time. Score it up. What you got? How many pumpkins are we giving the original
What did we give that?
pumpkin ale? I don't know because it was too hot. It was too hot to drink. It was too hot to film. I'm not sure what we rated the Shipyard, but I think it was on the lower end.
I feel like this is actually somewhere over here. It sucks.
She gave the big to America's Original Pumpkin Ale. How many pumpkins?
2. I hate it. 2. I don't like it at all. There's just some weird like aftertaste with it that just I don't like at all.
While it doesn't fall into this category by any stretch of the imagination, it's not an awful beer. I think it's okay. And I am going to give America's Original Pumpkin Beer 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Because you deserve a half. You aren't awful. You're just not as good as this crop right here. Final score, 4.5 pumpkins. Maybe the worst of the beer so far, but that's because we've had some pretty good pumpkin beers.
Yeah.
We move on to pumpkin beer number 10. From Rogue, it is called the Pumpkin Patch Ale. This is a brand new one. We have never had this before. Rogue Pumpkin Patch Ale. Cheers.
Pumpkin-y. With like some type of like seasoned spice. Not like hot spice, but like festive spice.
Yeah, this is enjoyable.
Yeah, I feel like this is like when you think pumpkin beer, like this is kind of like pumpkin pie. Not as sweet as pumpkin pie.
Rogue, you did good. You did real good. I imagine you're about to be in this level. Ooh, look at Rogue sliding in those DMs right in the middle there.
So we gave good one.
I think we're at 9.5, 9, 8.5.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what I think I gave this one an 8. So I think I'm gonna give this one a 7.5. 7.5. I hope that's right.
7.5. I was gonna say 7.5, but now I think about it a little more. Now I gotta go with 8. It was good.
We can't just agree.
We don't ever agree on anything. 8. It's 8. Rogue, you get 8. 8 pumpkins because you, my friend, are tasty. All right. We're almost done. Somebody's had a little too much to drink because she is now seeing Yetis. We're jumping into an Imperial Stout, pumpkin spice stout with coffee. I knew that was gonna happen. Coffee and spices. Oh, look at how this is like oil. Well, this is oil we're pouring right now. Holy shit. This is oil. This is by far and away the darkest one we have had and will have.
It looks like coffee.
It does look like coffee. It looks more like oil. The Great Divide Pumpkin Spice Yeti Imperial Stout. We're in for a treat. She can't stop laughing. She can't stop queefing. It's chaos. It's chaos. There's not no other way to explain it except chaos. What? Just.
There's no queefing.
That's what she said. Excuse me? That's what she said.
I have thoughts immediately on the Yeti.
It's 9.5% ABV.
It's time to rank the Yeti.
Once upon a time, I used to really love stouts. I don't anymore.
It's story time. Once upon a time.
Stop.
Alright, Yeti, I don't see good things in your future.
I taste no pumpkin.
Agreed.
It's just a stout.
Agreed.
Disguised. This is like Bigfoot disguised as Yeti.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets
gross.
the people going.
I don't know what's going with that. It's a pumpkin. Oh, okay, I just...
Yeah, there's not much of a pumpkin taste. I mean, there's a lot to be said about the way it looks.
Burp a lot.
A Yeti with a little scarf on that says pumpkin spice. You think, oh, this is gonna be good. Oh my god, it's got coffee and spices. It's gonna be good. It's not good. I'm gonna start off. This is the worst of the beers we've had so far. Yes, it's a stout. It doesn't taste like a pumpkin stout. It just tastes like a stout. And for that, you only get 1, 2, 3 pumpkins from me.
I think I would give it a 5.5, which would then put it here in my book.
5.5 pumpkins, 3 pumpkins. It's the bottom tier. I would rather eat this than drink that. Next. Beer number 12. I saved this one for last because I have a strong feeling that this one could end up somewhere in the top tier range. We have Left Hand Brewing Company Pumpkin Spice Latte. It's a nitro stout with coffee added.
Yes.
Ooh, did you hear that? I am all about that nitro stout, and I mean, if you look,
Yeah.
you see that nitroness.
Yeah.
To beer number 12, Left Hand Nitro Stout, we salute you.
This is pumpkin pie in the cup.
Yeah, there's no doubt. There's no doubt.
This is number 1.
Wow, we have just found the winner of all winners.
This.
We don't even need to debate this.
No.
I hold it
Wow.
close to the heart because
This is
god
so
damn.
It's so smooth.
Right away, we knew it. We knew it. Pumpkin spice latte with spices and coffee added, nitro stout, left hand. Oh my god, we have just become the most basic of bitches because this shit is good.
Wow. It feels like velvet in your mouth.
That's what she said.
Oh, no, not that. Just come on, you guys, let's do it.
Is that weird?
This is the closest to if you were to like take a little bite out of a pumpkin pie. And this is no shitting on TEMBLOR because we love
that is
TEMBLOR.
so good.
But left hand,
Wow.
my Guinness. Oh my Guinness.
Thank you for your smell.
Left hand is quickly moving up the scale on our favorite beers. We have to do a pumpkin scale. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 beers.
12 out of 10.
This is number 1, and I'm gonna give it a 12 out of 10 because that's how good this pumpkin spice nitro beer was.
I agree. It's a 12 out of 10. It's delicious.
Nitro pumpkin spice gets. I have to wear the crown because that's how good it is. I know this looks ridiculous on me. Pumpkin spice nitro. You did good. The winner. I think if I had the Sam Adams from last year who was the winner against this one, Sam Adams, you might be in trouble. This
100%.
might be the best pumpkin beer we've ever had.
Yeah, I agree. It's so good.
A pumpkin spice latte nitro beer, that's what being a basic bitch is all about. Thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe. The more you like, the more she'll laugh. We're gonna enjoy our pumpkin beers. We love you. I love you.
I love you too, Ray.